Broward County Jail after being arrested. Rapper Lil Durk, well, he's been arrested, and he's now waking up inside the Broward County Jail after being arrested on a murder for hire charge. BSO records indicate that Durk Banks is being held at the jail for the U.S. Marshals office. We are still working to get answers on the details surrounding this arrest, but what we do know is that it comes hours after the LA District Attorney unsealed an indictment bringing federal charges and a murder for hire plot against 5 people who have ties to the hip-hop group Only the Family, which was actually formed by Lil Durk.
Amen on my head, that's what they say. That's all you got, bitch, make it A. Come wanna bomb me, bite the bait. 30 clip on me, jump out shade.
I do want to clarify.
Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie. You used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be singing Slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car.
You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
Why?
23-year-old was taken to the hospital where...
Release Center, we've learned the victim is a friend of rapper Quando Rondo. The Atlanta-based performer shared this picture on Instagram today. According to the LAPD, the
They be like this, baby. Nah, you know one thing I hate when a motherfucker be like, look, man, today only.
We ain't gonna give them that. We ain't gonna give them that.
We not even running our mouth.
Today almost over, man. 350 for the verse.
That's all. This facts. 300 our mouth, man. We don't do that. We in the streets too much.
Y'all about out that demon door. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta feed them that smirk. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that shit gonna do. That shit gonna shake the streets.
I'm talking about blood, like
that shit gonna shake.
Real family though.
You gotta let
real members only.
That shit gonna shake.
That shit gonna shake for real.
I can't wait.
Hey, you about to bust it. No.
I got him. Yeah, Mom. Did that shit, my thing?
Say that no more.
Oh, cause of FVG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lul Pab.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like no more Slide for Vaughn.
Because of Lil Pab. Now, after that incident, though.
Good morning on the blizzard, huh? All this money on my head, I ain't dead yet. Straight up, on hood.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, it's my fault. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
Broward County Jail.
YouTube family, we're looking at this situation. We know La Costa Nostra got this honor of silence, and when it comes to our community, we seem to be braggadocious. We throw everything on the internet, and we're looking to let you know what we did so we can reap and seek the rewards and benefits that come with internet clout and fame. Well, another thing comes with internet clout and fame, which is a cemetery, or the other one, the feds coming knocking at your door. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about what just happened to Durk and the OTF associates. Now, if you guys don't know, Chicago rapper Lil Durk just recently got arrested late last night in my city of Broward County, Florida, which is why I know a lot of the OTF members is connections, but we're not going to get deep into that right now. And not only that, hours prior to Durk being arrested, we've heard other counterparts of the OTF team, such as OTF members, being arrested. But let's talk about the Durk situation. So they're saying Chicago rapper Lil Durk has been arrested by U.S. Marshals in Florida on Thursday night. According to jail records, 32-year-old Lil Durk, whose birth name is Durk Banks, was booked into the Broward County Jail pending charges of murder for hire. On Thursday, 5 members of Banks' hip-hop group, Only the Family, were indicted on federal charges in Los Angeles. Now, a lot of people are saying that Lil Durk is the one who started OTF or whatnot, but if you're connected to these Chicago streets and communities like me, you know the twins and other people made OTF allegedly. But shout out to Durk, he is one of the founders. But let's fast forward and move on with it. Now, what's going on with this situation as well, the indictments are unsealed. U.S. District Court in Los Angeles Thursday charged Kevon London Grant. Basically, y'all could pause and read this part. I don't want to read everything for you guys. Let's go on with it. OTF DeDe is the most famous one that's known from this group of gentlemen when you're watching this. Now, a lot of this is trickling down to after the aftermath when King Von got killed in Atlanta by Quando Rondo associate and friend Little Tim. Now, there was a video before I continue with this that showed people are alleging this video was the video that OTF DeDe and associates got rewarded for FBG cash or for the Lul Pab situation. I don't know anything about this. I'm just playing videos and giving you the news of what's already being said on the internet.
They be like this. They be. Nah, you know one thing I hate when a motherfucker be like, look, man, today only.
We ain't gonna give them that. We ain't gonna give them that.
We not even running our mouth.
Today almost over, man. 350 for the verse.
That's all. Just facts. 300 our mouth, man. We don't do that. We in the streets too much.
Y'all about out that demon door. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta feed them that smirk. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that shit gonna be. That shit gonna shake the streets.
I'm talking about blood, like
that shit gonna shake.
Real family though.
You gotta let.
Real members only.
That shit gonna shake.
That shit gonna shake for real.
Wait.
That's a couple of songs I want you to get them, man. You be playing. I'm gonna stop. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make them drop that shit for y'all. For real, for real. This I need to get that shit up.
And he got the music in his phone. I'll play the shit you got.
I can't. Come on now. Go. Get it to him like that.
On my life.
Shoot that video.
That's crazy, bro. So
Twin, evil side.
No,
evil side, evil side, evil side.
Bad side, my boy. Let him trick you with that cap on that.
We gotta finish risky, man. Yeah. Boom, come. Check it out, blood.
Stupid.
Now, a lot of people are attributing this and adding it to the sole reason as far as why Doak said they're not sliding for Von anymore.
Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie. You used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car.
You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
Why?
23-year-old was taken to the hospital where...
Yo, by the way, that song is fire.
When people were seeing that, a lot of things was alleged to the situation. So let's just fall back and look at some of these news clippings as well. First,
hire scheme. Hey Val, good morning. Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire scheme. We're working right now to get more details on this investigation, but we know the 32-year-old was arrested Thursday by U.S. Marshals in Florida and is being held in custody. Earlier this month, Banks was sued for his alleged involvement in the deadly shooting of another rapper in Chicago, FBG Duck, that happened 4 years ago. Weekly's family says Banks had a hand in that gang-related shooting in 2020 in the city's Gold Coast neighborhood. Lil Durk and his team didn't comment on that lawsuit, but of course we'll be sure to provide you with an update when we learn more about the charges. Banks
now this make things get a little bit more hectic as to because Mama Duck, FBG Duck's mom, is suing OTF as a whole, record, business, and as everyone and counterpart around them. Now this thing booms and goes a little bit more further than what you would think. Now Poetic Flacco will echo the same sentiments as far as why they're not sliding for Von any more comments, but he would go on to insinuate that Durk was clout chasing and he had nothing to do with the alleged aftermath of one Lil Pab dying.
Wonder why he was a Lil Durk sat up here and said, oh, I don't hear them saying slap for Von no more. I wonder why. He was alluding to Lul Pab getting killed in LA. If you know anything about the situation, you know that Lil Durk ain't have shit to do with it. But somehow Lil Durk is on this platform trying to insinuate he killed Lul Pab to come off as gangster, and that's what I don't respect with these whole ass rappers act. Lil Durk.
Now what's going on is people is like Poetic Flacco put his foot in his mouth, because as you see by the news and the news outlets such as this.
We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night and is being held without bond. This comes only hours after 5 people associated with his music business were also accused and taking part in that murder for hire plot. Now, the plot targeted rapper Quando Rondo's cousin, who was killed in 2022. Investigators believe it was retaliation for the earlier murder of Chicago rapper King Von.
Now let's go on to that story, that news situation on that unfortunate 2022 summer. That was Little Tim going down to California to do certain interviews, also getting acquainted with Big U and many other of the guys who were part of the 60s, rolling 60s that is. So a lot of things went left that day, and unfortunate Quando Rondo would end up remembering that day forever. Now this day, as you've seen here during that August 2022, would become a nightmare and a new reality for the Crip Georgia rapper. Now things like this happen.
Beverly and Los Angeles at the mobile. Hey, I know, hold on. What was it? I don't know. Look, hey, what was it at? I know, Baker. I know. What was it at?
Shout out to TMZ for that. Now I would go on to say how bad I felt for Rondo after this. Rondo would actually also denounce being members of the Rollings during this time. I don't know if he, retracted on that statement, but after you look at news footage like this.
Police Center, we've learned the victim is a friend of rapper Quando Rondo. The Atlanta-based performer shared this picture on Instagram today. According to the LAPD, the victim was ambushed by 3 men while getting gas on Friday. Video from the scene appears to show Quando Rondo distraught while first responders moved the body.
Now, what people told me from California was that Lul Pab and people around him, not him per se, but people around him, allegedly retaliated and commenced firing, meaning they shot back. allegedly, according to what people said. Now, I do remember a couple of news footage that were guesstimating did they also shoot back, according to witness statements. But Lil Pap, as you've seen here, was a well-loved man from Georgia. He is the cousin of Quando Rondo, and that's why you've seen the screaming situations. A lot of people made fun of Quando when he screamed like that, but I feel like if you're my friends and you made fun of Quando Rondo for screaming, you would make fun of me too if I cried for you, or if I died. You're telling me that you wouldn't feel no bothersome about me dying. I want anybody who ride for me to feel those emotions that Quando felt for his people. Now, at the end of the day, this was the funeral procession that was going on to remember the honors of Lil Pap.
Hey, you about to bust it. I'm going first. No.
I got him. Yeah, mom. Hit that shit, Marty.
Shout out to Noble Packs. Whenever you in LA, I want y'all to tap in with Noble Packs. They got the best prices on the highs and the lows, and everything got insurance.
Rest in peace to Lil Pap. Now, what's eerie about this situation is the subliminal disses that would go on back and forth between both groups that would insinuate an alleged feud and beef has been going on, which a lot of us know already, but you're alerting the Batman mobile signal to all the feds and state agencies who are related with one another, and sole purpose is to take down drill rappers. This has been going on since the Diddy situation. First, who started the hip hop police, who started trailing and following Diddy's every movement, then it would lead to bigger things like you see today. Now, King Von retaliation was because of the Atlanta situation, as you see here. Now, I can't show you the footage, but I'll just show you the pictures. Now, when King Von unfortunately lost his life, it would set a string of retaliations according to the paperwork that's being given towards OTF and the entire associates. Now, Little Tim, as you see right here, was the man who fired the shots to enact vengeance, I guess, or protection and defend Quando Rondo, what we call him. Now, at the end of the day, Little Tim is being seen and held as a hero by many people. A lot of people are saying they wish they had friends like him. A lot of people were saying if King Von had friends like Little Tim, he'll be alive. But we got to slow down on saying that, because if you guys don't know, that night, other OTF members lost their life or got critically injured as well. And we've seen this. We've seen the aftermath of one of them who got damn near half of his whole skull taken out by one of the rounds fired by an off-duty deputy. So there was clearly people defending King Von as well. It's just an unfortunate night that happened. Now, 5 of the alleged OTF members who were indicted and got caught for these situations are these gentlemen right here. 3 of them are well known by OTF DeDe, OTF Vonni, OTF Boogie, and there's another one, OTF Jam, who was on the video that I played for you guys celebrating the money that Durk gave to them. But I don't know what Durk gave them the money for. I'm not out here to solve cases. I mean, Durk is an entrepreneur and an A&R for his own record base, so he could have literally been paying these guys for features and videos. I mean, it is the music business. But let's keep fast forwarding. Now, the news that the OTF members were caught started trickling all over social media and everything around, because people look at this as almost the end of OTF. You know what I mean? When you take down the face and the head honcho, everything dies off with it. Look at the situation with FBG Duck's crew. Half of them are apologizing, which I love them, but a lot of them are either trying, well, guys like FYB J Mane, which I applaud pushing peace, but clearly a lot of people don't, and they're saying Duck would be rolling in his grave to see J Mane at a Lil Durk concert. I mean, we need to start somewhere with the peace, but everybody are entitled to feel how they feel. Now, you guys can pause and read these article clippings. I'm going to keep going forward because we're into this situation, and a lot of people involved in this situation, all of them that has surpassed over the years. I've talked to many of them behind the scenes and some on the camera. So at the end of the day, I think I'm too attached to it, so I'm only giving you guys the news and not personal opinions. You know what I mean? You got to stick strong as far as looking at this, because what the state are using and the feds are using are these footage right here, which they're perceiving it to be three of the gentlemen who I named earlier, which was DeDe, Vonni, and Boogie. But they're also stating Jam was there and another member. As far as certain people were the guys calling people and setting things up, other people were being flown in through private jets. This is according to what academics was reading, and then it validated based on the paperwork when you actually look at the indictment paperwork. And the co-conspirator let you see it was most likely Durk being challenged for this, and the other ones, it's just gonna break a lot of heart because a lot of these guys grew up with each other, and it's unfortunate now they're gonna find out your own guys folded and told on you. Now, this video is going to keep going, y'all. Please hit that like button, share this video, hit the notification bell. We only give you guys actual paperwork and footage. We don't just run our gums. Now, over here, you can see DeDe and Durk was very close over the years. You know what I mean? This is a friendship that strings like decades, and when you look at it, it's something that's a deep rooted, bigger than the music, that keeps them together and bounds them together. Now, speaking of bound, I'm gonna show you guys, if you guys remember a situation that happened with OTF DeDe when he got held hostage by the ops and they grabbed him up. Now, this was a disturbing video, so I'm not gonna really show the video, but I'll show footage of his hair being, you know, basically going to the barbershop. I have to watch my words, ladies and gentlemen. It was one of the most damning things that happened. They basically caught DeDe and they held him hostage and made him do some unforeseen things on videos, from taking off his hair to making munching down on a female who was going through her menstrual. You feel me? Psycho at the moment. Now,
as you guys all know, I'm sure you've all seen the video, which I was debating on even posting, but I'm just gonna post a little clip that everyone else is seeing. I don't want this to get taken down, but yeah, man, it's foul. You see dudes get their chain snatched. You see dudes get jumped on camera. But yeah, you never see nothing like this, I bet. But as you guys all know, I'm sure you've all seen the video, which,
yeah, man, if you don't know, man, DeDe basically, man, he went through a lot of things himself. He had just came home after doing a 5-year bid, multiple strings of being arrested, incarcerated, and he knows far how to stay solid. Out of anybody who I think hasn't been telling or snitching, it's OTF DeDe. I believe he's going to be solid throughout this case. This is him when he first came home.
Fuck that nigga. Yeah, come on. Hey, I just throw my hand down with him. Yeah, but you see I understand you, fuck. You wouldn't have got that close, that first one to connect. Boy, the first one.
You can see Durkio sends him a message and says the menace and put the blood emoji. Now, if you guys pause the video, you could have seen where Durk sent him a message during that live stream and put the menace, because he came back home. Whatever the blood emoji might mean, you guys can interpret that your way. But from everybody who talked to me over the last 7-8 years about DeDe, he's a solid dude. Even during the pandemic, when this happened and they got him and cut his hair off, nobody really made fun of him besides internet people, because if you're in the known, you know what's going on. But the one they did say snitch was Brick Baby.
Yeah. They say you can't say. Oh yeah,
Slap for Vaughn, right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like,
they
who died?
Say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FVG Cash? Or who?
Nah, because Lul Pab.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on it.
That right there would put Brick Baby in a world of problems, and people said he wouldn't shut his mouth about the Lul Pap situation.
Once, look,
like I said, I already knew. I was out of town when the shit happened. The police, first of all, Trap Lord Ross and all these other detectives. And I'm not, shout out Trap Lord Ross though, because he ain't doing nothing but just making this content. You know what I'm saying? If you were that in public, being a police, you kind of fucked up. Yeah, you kind of fucked up. You get what I'm saying? So
Break Baby would continue to speak about this like several other times, ladies and gentlemen, for almost 5 to 8 months.
Questionable lyrics.
He was ducking, trying to hide, now he inside a blunt. We dropped 100 on yo, guy, go scrape your partner up. Them shots and flip this brand new charger, trying to follow up. We charge a quarter for a pack of hundreds, not enough. The last nigga we turned up.
Now, I played that music video because Poetic Flacco was alleging that people were saying that Break Baby video was speaking about the Lil Pap situation and how he got paid $1 million. But Break Baby would later go on and said he didn't do any of this. And if he had $1 million, why would he be working at No Jumper at the moment? Which makes sense, but I'll let you guys determine that. We ain't 12. Now, Quando Rondo admitted and several times there's money on his head, especially $1 million.
Good morning on the blizzard, huh? All this money on my head, I ain't dead yet. Straight up on hood. Shit morning on the blizzard, then the man. Amen on my head, that's what they say. That's all you got, bitch, make it A. Come run up on me, bite the bag. 30 clip on me, jump out shade.
I do want to clarify.
Then the man. Amen on my head, that's what they say. That's all you got, bitch, make it A. Come run up on me, bite the bag.
So a lot of things transpired even earlier today. Now, the guy you seen on the video that I played for you guys earlier on the intro, where they basically were speaking on situations that led to, you know, Durk X, Y, and Z, how people allegedly claim they got paid for the situation. I tried to stay out of it for a lot. You know what I mean? We don't know if Durk paid anybody for that, so we gotta watch what we also say to it. But during that video, there's a guy named OTF Jam. Now, the streets are saying that he's the one who told. He's the one who told in the past before, much like Trenches News TV, when we found out Trenches News was over 10 years working for law enforcement. Basically, how you say it, a CI, confidential informant. They're saying this guy Jam wore a wire, but I don't know how true that is, so I'm not telling you a solid facts. But they're stating he previously served a 12-year sentence, which he did. That's the video of him coming home after the 12-year bid. You can hear Durk asking him about it. Now they're going real wild on him, including members who know him, so I don't know how far that is. You know what I mean? It's like members who actually know him are saying he wore a wire. So you're looking at this in a cringe way, like, sheesh. And be the ones close to you and the ones who know you. So the co-conspirator number 1 got snitched on by co-conspirator number 2, aka OTF Jam, they're saying. Now, Jam got out of jail from doing 12 years in prison and got involved in this murder for hire. Understandable, he turned on Durk. Little Durk was expecting to get picked up at his birthday bash concert, so it's like they knew he told or something already. They're trying to say Durkio had alleged reasons to believe that. Now, this is wild to me because this is coming after Durk paid homage over here at the concert we're talking about, where all the people who died unfortunately in Chicago over the years, just unfortunate, you know what I mean? And he was just recently honored by the city. So all this comes in bad timing, especially with Mama Duck having a lawsuit against them. And that makes you think, does Mama Duck knows a lot more than what we know? Because over the years she's been telling people the FBG Duck case is gonna open so much more other cases, including the Brick case. So stay tuned for the Brick one as well, because I remembered her saying that. And a lot of guys do end up giving on other unsolved cases to limit and decrease the time they have been sentenced to. Ladies and gentlemen, look, man, I'm your guy, DJ Bless One, the best one. I know I gave you a hard-hitting video with information that talked about everything, and I didn't flip on nobody, you know what I mean? So please look out for your guy. I don't ask you for money or anything other than hitting the like button, subscribing to this channel, and sharing this video, and making sure you comment. Now, what I'm gonna do for you guys is give you guys a string of videos, including the brick one and one separate about OTF Jam. Just a lot that's been going on. Now, Durk was arrested in my city of Broward County, Florida. Let's hope everything is going well with Durk, his mentality in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Bless, one, the best one. Love your family, love your kids, and truly indeed, please stay blessed. Deuces.